In this video, we'll take a look at how to draw a manga style face using Corel Painter 2015. I'm going to use a brush called Detail Oils to draw a circle for my head, and then I'm going to draw a jaw underneath that. Next, I'm going to divide this shape in half vertically and then horizontally right down the center. That'll be the center point for my eyes and the center of my head. I'm going to draw in the eyes, leaving a little bit of a gap in between that's about 1 eye width wide. Next, I'm going to sketch in the nose halfway between the eyes and the jaw, and the mouth halfway between the nose and the jaw. Next, I'll draw in the eyebrows and a little bit of detail for the hair. I'm going to sketch in the ears. The ears go between the bottom of the eyebrows and the bottom of the nose. And then the next thing that I'll do is I'll add some more details to the eyes. I'm going to reinforce the top area of the eye to make it look like there's some eyelashes. You want to make sure that your eyes are pretty even, that they're the same size, and that one of them isn't squashed compared to the other one. You want to make sure they're as level as possible. Next, I'm going to draw on the iris. You want it to be overlapped a little bit by the eyelids. I'm going to sketch in the nose a little bit better, and then we'll add some reflections onto the eyes, and we'll draw the pupils right in the center of each eye. Alright, so now that we have a rough sketch, we can go ahead and dim the opacity of that sketch and create a new layer to go ahead and do our inking. I'm going to use the scratchboard tool for my inking. I'm going to make sure that I'm very careful when I ink because I want these lines to be really clean and smooth. So I'm going to take my time inking, and if I need to do undos, I'm going to go ahead and do undos if I mess up a line and keep trying until I get it right. Make sure everything's inked the way you want it, and then go ahead and hide the sketch now because we don't need that anymore. Let's create some layers for color. I'm going to name all the layers based upon the part that I'm coloring. I'm going to pick a red color for the hair. Generally speaking, it's best to work from foreground to background so you don't waste your time painting anything that's going to get covered up. And I like to just paint around the edge and then use the paint bucket to go ahead and fill in the center. I'm going to go ahead and put anything that's the same color on the same layer. It's up to you how many layers you want to use. I'm going to pick a blue-green for the eyes and go ahead and fill those in. You don't have to worry about being really careful when you're painting because you can use the eraser to go ahead and clean up anything that you overpainted. I'm also going to erase a little bit of this blue area for the highlight. We'll go to the skin layer and add a skin color. You want to make sure that your layers are in the right order, so I need to move my skin down below my hair, otherwise I'm going to paint on top of my hair color. Layer order is very important. You want it to be foreground to background, so stack everything accordingly. I'm going to go ahead and add a new layer for highlights, and I'm going to move that down below the eye color. That way I can go ahead and paint behind that layer and add in the white. Couldn't see the white before because we have a white background, but now that we've gone ahead and filled in the skin with some skin color, we can put white on top of it and then we can tell that we're filling it in. I'm going to go to the skin layer. I'm going to turn preserve transparency on. That'll make sure that I can't paint outside of that skin color. I'm going to sample the skin color using Alt or Option, and then I'm going to make it a little bit darker and shift the hue a little bit towards red. Now I'm going to add some shading using the scratchboard tool. The shading helps build up the three-dimensional form of the face, and it also lets you add shadows. I'm going to create a new layer for Ink 2 so I can do some hatching with some thinner lines. I like to use all these layers because it's less risk of messing anything up, so if I don't like these lines, I could always delete the layer, but I think those look pretty good. We'll add a few more final details here and there, and then maybe I'll change the mouth to being open, and I'll go ahead and fill that in with a pink color. I'll just go ahead and do it on the skin layer because there's no risk of messing anything up. So there you go, that's how you can paint a manga style face using Corel Painter 2015. If you found this information helpful, take a quick second to like this video and share it with your friends, and don't forget to click the subscribe button to get updates when I release new videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.